Yo, nigga, I'm back, nigga, on Fun Up, nigga. I'm finna do another motherfucking prison story, man. On Fun Up, nigga, I'm finna talk about Dodge, man. How it is how the Dodge look, how it is when you go to Dodge, man. For the niggas that don't know, for the probably thought about it, you know what I'm saying? Or like jailbirds, shit that be in the county that be wondering, that know that they damn near on their way and wondering how the fuck that shit is when you in there, man. On Fun Now. So I'm gonna let you niggas know, man, how that shit is when you go to Dodge, man. I'm gonna just tell you before I start the story, man. I wanna let you little niggas know, man. On Fun Up, any nigga out here ain't never been to the joint, man. You do not wanna go to Dodge, man. Motherfucker need to really sit back and really think about what the fuck they doing out here, cause motherfuckers really be out here doing a lot of shit and moving dangerous as hell for moving around with shit on them that can get them a lot of time and don't even be thinking about it, for like they don't even be knowing how much time they be facing, for like motherfuckers really need to chill out, man, and understand what the fuck you doing, man. And then when motherfuckers do get locked up, motherfuckers get to telling and shit because they weren't ready to do all the time and all that shit. Motherfucker can't do the time. You can't be doing that shit, man. You signed up for the streets, man. Ain't no telling, man. You gotta motherfucking take your hit, my nigga, every time, for own up. I'm not own up, but just accept responsibility to the police, but like, you know what I'm saying, accept your situation, you know what I'm saying? You put yourself there, man. On Fun Up. But anyways though, man, Dodge, man. I think it's called Dodge Correctional Institution, man. That shit weak than a bitch, boy. On Fun Up. I'm talking about weak as hell. Before you even go to Dodge, on Fun Up, nigga, I think you go to Dodge at like 8 in the morning, like you leave out to go to Dodge, but they come wake you up out your cell, nigga, in the county for like at like 3, 4 in the morning. On Fun Up, wake your ass up, tell your ass to pack up, boy. And the crazy thing about that, you don't know which day. Once you get your revocation papers type shit, like if you on probation, you get revocated to go to the joint. You know what I'm saying? They tell you that you going to the joint. You don't know when you actually going to the joint. So you will be in that bitch just sitting every day. And then one day they just wake your ass up type shit. Like they don't make sure that you they try to catch you off guard. You know what I mean? So you really don't be knowing when the fuck you leaving out that bitch. So on Fun Up, but they ass to wake you up at like 4 in the morning to pack up and do all that shit. Then they putting your ass in a holding cell, boy. You in that bitch for probably like 10 niggas, 12 niggas, depending on how many niggas going to the joint. Y'all just in that bitch for hours, boy. So for like 4 in the morning to probably like 8, some shit like that, for you just sitting in the holding cell. I'm talking about dry as hell, boy. Dry than a bitch, boy. I'm talking about hard ass cement blocks on that motherfucker, nigga. You just laying on that bitch, sitting on that bitch. Mad as hell for waiting on these people to pull up, for time going by slow as hell. Motherfuckers in that bitch just talking about probably how much time they got, if they got sentenced, or you know what I'm saying, like talking about they situation, or talking about how Dodge is or whatever. It be niggas in there that's on their way to the feds, all type of shit, for like niggas just be in that bitch talking, man. Niggas be in that bitch sleep. You know what I'm saying? Trying to sleep, and that bitch sick as hell, all type of shit, man. But anyways, yeah, so you in a holding cell for about 4, 5 hours type shit, just sitting down there waiting they ass to come and get you. They come and get you type shit. Dodge come pick you up, they come cuff you up, your feet, arms, all that shit. On Fun Up, pat you down and shit for the damn near 50th time, because you already got patted down probably 3 times before you even got to the holding cell. So they pat your ass down, for, and then I think we went on we went in a van. On Fun Up, we went in a van to go to Dodge. On Fun Up, they put you like in a little Dodge van. So boom, you gonna be driving this shit going to Dodge. And you know what I'm saying? You gonna be seeing your city. For me, I had to ride down East Wash to go to the joint. The whole time I'm in that bitch, I'm thinking like, damn, man, I wish I was down there El Chapo like a motherfucker, really down there, just push up on this bitch and put pipes to their ass and get me about this motherfucker on phone now, boy. Ooh, that's the whole time I'm thinking. Then I'm looking at the city like, damn. And I used to live on East Wash, folks, so I'm driving past the crib, G, on my way to Dodge, just looking at the crib like, damn. Like, damn, fool. This shit crazy than a bitch, fool. Like, I'm driving past the crib, boy, I'm finna go for a long time type shit, like damn type shit. So, you drive the Dodge for no, you gonna get the Dodge. Your ass gotta pull in this garage for and then Pete this for when you go to Dodge for and you see Dodge, you gonna be looking like you ain't never seen no prison before, nothing like that. I always wonder how that shit looked. When you see that shit, you gonna be like, whoa. Like, for this ain't never Dodge, for. Boy, that shit look fucked up. Boy, that shit look like it's ugly on the inside, cause how ugly it is on the outside. For that shit look ugly, for. I'm talking about Bob, why your old ass bricks. I'm talking about that shit look like, for it's been up since the 1700s or something, for. That shit look bogus as hell. You just gonna know, like, damn, for, like, you just gonna be wondering how it is on the inside while you looking at the outside, you know what I'm saying? So, and the shit that you gonna be wondering is gonna be fucked up. Cause it just, that's how bad it look on the outside. So you gonna be thinking like, it gotta be looking ugly. But anyways, for you gonna pull up in that bitch, in this little garage. Some fat ass white bitches gonna come out this door, you know what I'm saying, and pat you down again. On my mama, they belly gonna be low as hell, for belly saggy as hell, on for them no ass, none of that shit. They ass gonna be ugly as hell, boy. They damn near from Dodge County, all that shit, ugly as hell. Cheese curds and all that shit is all they eat and shit like that, and crackers and nasty ass shit, mayonnaise and shit. On for them, you gonna be looking at them hoes like, ugh, for like, what the fuck? Like, this how Dodge coming type shit? Hold on, bro, I'm backing up. You gonna be like, for this how Dodge coming, for with the on the whole side, like these bitches weak as hell, boy. Woo woo. So these fat ass hoes gonna pat you down. Your ass gonna walk in that bitch, boy. A CO gonna be at a desk. He gonna ask your ass for your DOC number. You tell him your DOC number, he gonna be like, alright. He gonna be like, alright, go to the door. Woo, woo, woo. You gonna go to the door, for it's like gonna be inmates and shit already in there, for it's another holding cell y'all gotta wait in. On foot them until they get ready to do something to your ass, boy. So, y'all ass gonna be waiting in the holding cell till them people ready to pat search you again. And, hold on, my shit was upside down. To pat search you and strip search you again, for. Now here go the strip search. All you niggas that out in the streets, you young niggas, for, if y'all don't want no nigga telling you to take off your clothes, watching another nigga, and then he might be gay. You know what I'm saying? If you don't want another nigga looking at your dick, for that's probably gay, I feel like you gotta be gay. You know what I'm saying? If you got a job where you looking at niggas ass and booty hole and telling them to squat looking at their nuts and shit like that, nigga, your ass gay, nigga. Cause a real nigga, like if I was to have that job, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gay, so if I was to have that job, if I had to tell a nigga like to bend over and squat and shit like that, for, I'd tell him that just in case. I'd tell him like to do it just in case like any COs around listening and shit, just to make it seem like I'm doing my job. But I'd never be looking, you know what I'm saying? I'd tell him like, drop the drawers, woo woo, but I'll be looking to the side or something like that. I'll be looking to the side. I'd never look. Like, why would you want to look, for? That shit gay as hell. But nah, them boys at Dodge, boy, them white boys, they gonna be looking, boy. They want to see what you got on phone. They down there be measuring your shit on phone. Take all your clothes off in front of you. Lift your head, put your hands up, put your hands behind your ear. All that shit. My mama, put your hands through your hair. Lift your nuts up, turn around, bend over, squat, nigga. All that shit there, nigga. Yeah, they gonna check you out, nigga. So, you out here in these streets and shit like that, nigga. And you know what I'm saying? That's the shit that come with that shit. Then after that, they gonna give your ass some crab shampoo and shit like that. And some weak ass body wash, for. And they gonna tell your ass to go in there and wash your hair with that shit and do all that shit. And everybody always been to the joint that'll tell you about the joint. They always tell you, like, for once you go to Dodge, they ask you to use that shampoo. Don't use that shit. Ooh, it's like a little myth thing or some shit that be going on. Niggas be saying how that shit probably make your hair come out, whatever goofy ass shit niggas be saying. But that shit probably ain't true. I ain't never put that shit in my hair though, cause of the stories and shit I was hearing though. But on phone now, your ass gonna do all that shit. Then they gonna sit your ass down in this hallway and there's gonna be a barber right there. They gonna ask you if you want a haircut. But it's a lot of rules with the haircut. Like you get a haircut, but you can't get a lining. And you can't line up your beard and shit, like weird shit like that. Like you can't even shave your beard or line it up or nothing like that. It's just only your head. Like weird ass shit for like goofy ass shit like that. So but I'm there, so I ain't need no haircut. None of that shit. But that shit available. Then after that, you're gonna go to Unit 17. Your ass gonna go to Unit 17 for you walk in that bitch, folks. Oh my mom, you gonna walk in that bitch, folks. They gonna sit your ass down at the table. They gonna have like a bag with like food and all that shit. Then you watch like orientation videos and shit like that. When you walk in, it's like tears and shit. It's downstairs and it's upstairs, for it's big as hell. You gonna be looking at that shit like, damn, fool, like damn, fool, like this how this shit look, fool, like shit look weak as hell. For y'all gonna have an you know what I'm saying? Niggas sitting at the table and shit like that. Niggas might be chopping it up for a little bit, but then they gonna be playing little videos and shit while you eat your weak ass sandwich or something. They might have a bologna sandwich with some crackers, like weak ass shit. You gonna be like, man, fool, this shit weak than a bit. I'm for them. I was finna say so. I'm gonna get to that later though. But then yeah, then they do some shit where it's like numbers or some shit. Like if they call your number, that's your salary. Like some shit to sell you up and shit with motherfuckers and shit like that. But you going to sell for, you gonna go in to sell, G, the sell so motherfucking small, nigga. Sell so small. I'm talking about, nigga, if you put your hand on one wall and one hand on the other wall for, you could touch that shit for. Like if you put your arms out, you'll be touching both walls and shit. Your toilet in there, folks, and you got a celly for that shit weak than a bitch, nigga. It's all type of writings on the wall. Keep your head up. All type of shit on the wall, boy. Be smooth. Pray. Shit like that. Like, you will be reading that shit. It's so much shit on the wall, for plenty of niggas from Milwaukee got their hoods and gangs and shit like that. RIPs, all that shit. You would just be. And that bitch so bored, nigga. You just reading everything that's on the walls and shit. Like, I done motherfucking read everything on the motherfucking wall. I know everything that's on that and all in that bitch. It's a billion motherfucking writings on that shit. I just run that bitch reading. But I knew it was real when I seen some shit called Keep Your Head Up. Niggas be having quotes and all type of shit to uplift a motherfucker in that bitch, boy. It be all type of shit going on, boy. That shit depressing. You in your room all fucking day, nigga. All day, nigga. On my mom, then you come out, nigga, probably like once every 3-4 days or some shit like that. Once a week to take a shower for a 5-minute shower. 5 minutes. It's a motherfucking lame ass inmate in that bitch with a timer for police ass nigga. Really timing you for. I'm talking about timing you. You'll get in the shower for his shower started. Boom. Hit the timer. Boom. On my mama. Next thing you know, you ain't even did nothing yet for. You just put the soap on the towel, folks. 3 minutes. On phone no. Y'all at 3 minutes. You like, damn, folks, I ain't even get a chance to motherfucking wash my ass yet, folks. Type shit, nigga. I just got in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get in that bitch like the water, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Hit the body or something. Rinse yourself off real quick before you get to all that. Not in dog. But, boy, the moment you get in that bitch on my mama, boy, I'm talking about as soon as you get in that bitch, put those soap on a towel immediately. Immediately. And Dodge nasty as hell, they give your ass some used sandals, boy, to get in the shower. Boy, everybody wear the same sandals. They got like some little spray shit that you can spray the sandals with. Ain't no telling what's in that shit for. That shit probably don't work. But yeah, all that, nigga. When you go in that bitch on phone number, nigga, you gotta wear another nigga sandals. That probably got all type of shit, fungus, all type of corns, all type of shit going on with his toes. On phone them toenails long as hell for 4 inches, all type of shit. Yeah, you gotta slip them bitches on, phone. On phone them. But yeah, on phone them. They get that 1 minute, 30 seconds. As soon as they hit 5 minutes, it's a switch they do. Like they turn on and off the water. On phone, they gonna turn that bitch off for you. All yo, they gonna turn that bitch off. On my mom, your ass gonna have soap all on your back, boy. Soap on your back, ass crack, all type of shit. No homo. On phone now. You gonna still have soap on your ass, folks. On phone now. You gonna be like, never. You gonna have to dry that shit up with a towel, boy. Get your ass up out of there. You gonna know next time. On phone them, you going that bitch, boy. You ain't even got time to get busy in the shower, boy. On phone them, you know what I'm talking about. Ain't no time for none of that, boy. On phone them, you is not making love to yourself in that bitch and Dodge, boy. You ain't got time to. But anyways, we got a motherfucking staying 717. I forget for how long, probably like 2 weeks or some shit like that. But that's gonna be the longest 2 weeks you ever did in your life. Believe that. But then you gonna go to another unit for where you in your room all day, bro. I'm talking about you only come out your room for 15 minutes, G. And that's to get on the phone. It's 24, damn near 23 and 45. You come out for 15 minutes to get on the phone right outside your room. As soon as you get on the phone, my nigga, once you done getting off the phone, you gotta go back in your room. Ain't no day room. Ain't no none of that to kick it. Ain't no kicking it, boy. Your ass kicking it in your room. Your trays coming to your room. Everything is in your room. The bathroom in your room. All that shit, nigga. Ain't no coming out your room, my nigga. You get one celly, folks. On phone them, nigga. That shit weak than the bitch. Unless you go to the dungeon, nigga. I done been in a dungeon, nigga. If you been a Dodge, you know what the dungeon is, folks. That shit downstairs. On phone them in the basement, folks. I'm talking about where nobody can hear you scream. You in that bitch with 5 cellies, 4, 5 cellies. In a dungeon, for that shit weak than a bitch, folks. It's already hard to be around one nigga. Especially an irritating ass nigga, folks. Nigga, you might have to beat up in that motherfucker. And in a dungeon, folks, you can real life kill a nigga. And the COs will never know. Cause it's folks like the type of doors it is and all that shit, for you will barely hear a motherfucker scream, folks. A motherfucker had to scream or something. And they don't check up on you. They not really walking past, checking on you like that in the dungeon, folks. On phone them. Anything could be going on, folks. They wouldn't even know. Don't ever go to the dungeon, for I swear to God, nigga. For it can feel like 9 hours then went by, folks. It can feel like 9 hours. You just know, swept down, you know it's, man, like if you look at the clock at 1 o'clock, for it's gonna feel like 9 hours that went by, folks. And then you will ask a motherfucker what time it is. And the nigga tell you 1:15, boy. A nigga tell you 1:15, nigga, only 15 minutes went by, nigga. But it felt like 9, nigga. I swear to God, nigga. I swear to God, nigga, the time go by so fucking slow, nigga. That shit'll drive you crazy, nigga. For real, I'm talking about, nigga, that shit weak than a bitch, folks. Stay the fuck out of Dodge, nigga. I think that's where that term came from, folks. I'ma stay the fuck out of Dodge. They was talking about that, G. I'm telling you. So, yeah, my celly and shit, that nigga was, dry as hell for old ass nigga. That nigga barely talk. Fucker barely talk. He didn't talk. I had to force that nigga to talk like at night. He was funny as hell though when he did talk. That nigga be telling me like stories and shit and like jokes and shit like that. On phone on that nigga funny as hell, but he didn't talk, for he didn't come out his room for like, we only had rec probably twice a week on phone on. That nigga ain't coming to rec or nothing. He was burnt the fuck out. That nigga said he been to the joint like 9 times already. Folks that been to Dodge 9 times for he over what he threw for he in that bitch sick. On my mom, he was in that bitch sick for a misdemeanor too. They sent that nigga to prison for a misdemeanor, for. But anyways, yeah, man. That's basically it with Dodge, man. They got long ass hallways. That's basically what everybody in that bitch got life. Like if you staff there, you damn near got life. You know what I'm saying? I had like a little mentor, like a mental health dude. I ain't even sign up for that shit. I don't even know how I ended up getting on that shit, but yeah, I had a mental health partner. I used to be chopping it up with. His ass got 40 years, boy. He said a nigga robbed him, so he went back and got his get back for him. He said he wish he never did that shit. Hold on. I'll eat a piece of cake for him. On the phone now. But he said he wish he never did that shit. That shit wasn't worth it, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nigga robbed him for some little shit that he could have probably just got back. You know what I'm saying? But shit, he wasn't thinking at the time, for he was letting his emotions shit get the best of him for him. Cost him 40 years. He was already down 15 when I was talking to him. He staffed that Dodge. That's a max. On 4 now. So, motherfuckers gotta think about what they doing now, man. 40 years is a long time for them. That's a long ass time. On a real. Think about it. You 20 years old out here. You thug. You ain't really thinking. You thinking your niggas. You out here sliding on niggas for you. Living a fast life for you, thinking this shit cool. Fucking with these burnt up, beat up ass bitches for that been getting their shit whooped by everybody already for them. You all selling drugs for them. Letting the blind leading the blind and shit. You getting led by the blind for them. Blowing that niggas. You doing all type of goofy ass shit. You don't even know what the fuck you signed up for. What's ahead of you, boy? My mom, you end up smoking a motherfucker, whacking a motherfucker the dumb way. Damn, I got shit all up on my face. I'm tweaking. Hold on. But you end up whacking a motherfucker the dumb way, folks. Moving too fast, not thinking. You got 40 years. For you 20 years old, you imagine getting all that 60. And you probably don't even think it can happen to you. You probably feel like it ain't gonna happen to you. You feel like you're gonna get away, and you probably don't even think that shit can happen to you, boy. But guess what? The joint full of niggas with life. You probably got somebody in your family that got life. Or know somebody that got life, but it just don't seem real to you. Because you not in there, folks. You just don't feel it. But nigga, that shit real, nigga. That shit real. Niggas in there pinching their skin, folks, and waking up really in prison. That shit real. Niggas ain't never going home, folks. That shit ain't no play around, folks. You only live one time. You only live one time, G. And life short as hell. You live like one time, folks. And niggas living they one and only life in prison. In hell, nigga. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen after life. So the only one life that you have, folks, to just live it up, folks. You finna live all that shit in prison, then you gonna die. Nigga. Prison is not the way to live, folks. It's not the way to live, folks. You only live one life. You want to live your whole life in prison, folks? Your whole life, and then you gonna die in a cell? Man, come on, man. That shit ain't the way to live, folks. I'm gonna tell you right now, being out here in the world, that's the way to live. Yeah, it's a little shit that count. Opening up a refrigerator. Doing this, fool. Niggas in the joint can't do that. That alone is killing niggas in the joint. I'm way more privileged than they are. I'm living way better than them just because I can do this. That should mean the world to niggas in the joint. Let a nigga do some time and come home and be able to do that. He'll be like, whoa, I can really go in the refrigerator. I can really go in the refrigerator. And you ain't even thinking about that shit when you out here. You ain't even thinking about it being a privilege to open up a refrigerator. That shit don't mean nothing to you. You ain't never thought about that. Man, listen. It's a blessing to be out here in the world, fool. It's a blessing to be out here in the world, my nigga. Like, that prison shit is weak. That shit trash, folks. I don't know where that saying come from, talking about prison is for the birds. That shit not even for the birds. Birds be free as hell. That shit ain't for the birds, nigga. Birds meant to fly and be free. How the fuck is it for the bird? That shit not for no bird. That shit ain't for nobody. Being locked up in a cage, nigga, ain't for nobody, folks. On phone them. Shit, nobody have to be going through that, folks. Well, my mama, though, yeah, my mental health, folks, mental health, I don't know what you want to call them. But that nigga had, and I, like I said, I did sign up for that shit, because I ain't need no mental health for, like, oh, fuck no, nigga, I'm straight, nigga. I ain't to the point where, nigga, I feel like I'm finna do something to myself or no shit like that. Like, I can't handle it that much. I need to talk to him, excuse me. I need to talk to another nigga and shit. You know what I'm saying? That ain't nothing that nigga could really tell me, but he was a cool ass nigga, for like when we first started chopping, like our first time chopping it up. That nigga was asking me about my shit without getting like deep in details and shit like that. And then the nigga told me how much time he had, folks, and I told that nigga like, folks, like no disrespect, big dog type shit, like, but I don't want to talk about my shit. I'm like, I don't even want to talk about what I'm going through. I don't even want to make us like all these little session shit where you calling me in, because he could just call me in type shit if he want to holler at me and shit for us to holler. But I was telling him like, shit, no disrespectful, I don't even want to make this about me, folks. Like, I just want to, like, I just vibe and kick it with you, folks. Like, you just told me that you got 40 years, folks. I'm like, I'll be selfish and be a lame. I feel like I'll be selfish and be like a bogus ass nigga, a lame ass nigga, even to be discussing my shit. You got 40 years, folks. Like, I know you ain't trying to hit that shit, folks. And shit like that. And he respected that. He started fucking with me. I started fucking with him, so I wrote him and shit. Even when I got out of Dodge and shit, I wrote him a couple times. We kept in contact. I don't keep in contact with him no more like that. You know what I'm saying? But shit, that's just how it is. I keep in contact with a couple motherfuckers, though, that's in the joint that I met. You know what I'm saying? But bro, I don't really keep in contact with him like that. He in Dodge and shit. You know what I'm saying? Smooth ass nigga, man. No bullshit. But yeah, anyways, man, your ass gonna be sitting in Dodge, man, for about 3-4 months, man, before them people come and get you and take you to your other joint. And when you go to your other joint, you going on a bus with plenty of niggas. And y'all gonna be cuffed up and all that shit, nigga. So if you out here in the streets thugging, nigga, I hope you know what I'm saying, stay free. I don't wish jail on nobody, nigga, but if your ass ever get bumped, nigga, and I hope you don't. I really hope you don't, folks, because I don't want you to go to jail, no shit like that. And I'm not trying to jinx nobody or no shit like that, but you know what I'm saying? Statistics, though, man. Niggas going to the joint, though. Statistics, though, statistically speaking, if you go, though, that's what you gonna see, everything I said. You know what I'm saying? You gonna see that shit. That's how Dodge is, folks. Shit weak as hell. You in your room all day unless you go to the barracks. You go to the barracks, you be out all day. But that shit still weak as hell, because if you not a people person, you not gonna want to be around niggas. Ain't no privacy. When you in the barracks and dorms and shit, ain't no fucking privacy in that shit. Niggas seeing your every move, niggas everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Shit weak in the bitch. Them niggas dirty as hell in there too. Them niggas dirty as hell, folks. Don't clean up after they self and shit. On phone now. But yeah, man, that's just my first little story. I'm gonna start doing more of these bitches. I'm gonna try to make it like funnier shit, like tell y'all like funny ass stories and shit like that. But this just my first time doing this shit right there, so I don't even know if I did it like decent enough for y'all shit. But like anything y'all guys wanna know, shit, I'll just say comment. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like and subscribe and do all that shit. Just comment some shit that y'all wanna know about the joint, or like some stories and shit y'all wanna know, y'all. Some stories or something that y'all wanna hear. Cause trust me, I got a story for everything. Fights. Nigga, I done been in fights. Nigga, on phone them, nigga, I done seen motherfuckers get their beard knocked off. Literally, for I see nigga his beard knocked off. That nigga beard was on the floor, for motherfuckers had to vacuum this shit up, folks, and do all that shit, for I swear to God, nigga. I swear to God, nigga, y'all probably be like, his ass capping, folks. I done real life seen the nigga get his beard knocked off. So if y'all want to know that story and shit, comment and shit, you know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like and subscribe and do all that, folks. And I got plenty of stories for y'all, man, because I really been through that shit, man. I really been through that shit. I've been through the joint. I've been through group homes. Nigga, I've been through the, you know what I'm saying, the system, nigga, my whole life, nigga. So I can tell y'all about everything. I got funny ass group home stories, nigga, all that shit, nigga. On funny ass group home stories. The joint and everything. So make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. Fuck with me, man. Demon, man. Motherfuckers already know I'm demon, man. On everything, man. I'm finna start this shit up. Fuck with your boy.